We are in Woodbridge this morning. We're at Home Stairlift Rentals, and some people don't realize that this could be a very convenient access into your home. And I'm here with Gord, the founder and CEO of the company. We often say things are born from necessity, and you have a bit of a backstory on how this all came to be.
First of all, welcome to our, we call this a family assessment center rather than a showroom, because literally people can try different alternatives for getting up and down the stairs. And yeah, I just lost my train of thought.
Oh, that's okay. Let's just talk a little bit about the story and how this all came to be for you.
So about 10 years ago, I had a friend, a dear friend of the family, who was palliative with cancer. And he was looking for a short-term solution to get up and down his multi-floor stairs for Christmas. He wanted to spend his time with the family at Christmas. And
be as mobile as he could.
Correct.
Right.
And so I looked around the area for dealers that would handle rentals, and no dealers would rent a stairlift. So he had to virtually go out and rent or actually buy a stairlift.
Buy something for a temporary purpose.
For temporary purpose.
So this is where you come up with the idea is, I need to be able to rent these.
As a family, we thought this wouldn't be temporary.
Sure.
It would be longer term.
Sure, of course.
And of course, right after Christmas, he passed away.
Oh,
and
I'm sorry.
That's how the idea was born.
Sure.
So I lost my
well,
train of thought.
it's what differentiates you from other companies is that you are able to, you sell them, but you also rent. And so people are able to buy new or used and rent. And I think that's what's really important for people. Sometimes people don't realize they need something like this, and they also get to have a trial. So if they get to try it out, then they realize, you know what, I should have got this a long time ago, right?
Well, the bigger issue is we're actually, when we got into it, realized that people don't want a stairlift. They need a stairlift,
right,
but they just do not want it. It represents a loss of independence.
Yes.
So consequently, the person that really needs it doesn't want it.
Right.
It's the family that
nudges them along, right?
Nudges them along. And we found that the family has a very important part in this, both from the point of view of expense, because they don't know how long they're going to use it.
Sure.
Maybe they're going to move dad to a nursing home. Maybe he's going to live longer.
Sure.
Maybe they can move to a single floor.
Exactly.
So there's all sorts of unknowns that are associated with.
Of course. And you know what, we're going to talk about that throughout the course of the morning. We're going to show off some of the different devices, because there are different ones that go curve around, some that are straight, and some people don't believe that one would even fit in their home, but they can actually make it fit. So we're going to come back, we're going to talk about that a little bit here at Home Stairlift Rentals. Good morning. We're here at Home Stairlift in Woodbridge, and I'm here with Allison. Allison's showing off one of the curved devices that go all the way up and around stairs. Allison, a lot of people don't think that these can fit in their homes. They think, you know what, my home can't accommodate one of these, but pretty much every home can, right?
Every home can accommodate a stair lift. So these curved lifts are custom made. So our assessors would come into your home and measure out your staircase, and we would custom make a rail for your home. If you have a straight staircase, it's quite simple.
Right.
These are easy to install. We cut the rail, and you can have it installed the next day. Very simple, cheap and cheerful, easy.
I think a lot of people feel that these are very complicated, that they're permanent, but they're not. And we were talking about during the pandemic, during the last year and a half plus, people have been going to long-term care homes, removing their parents, retirement homes, and bringing them back to their homes to care for them themselves, and then realizing their parents actually can't use their stairs.
That's right. We saw a lot of that in the past year and a half. A lot of people wanted to remove their parents from long-term care. They want to either move them into their own home, or they want to bring their parents back into living back in a bungalow, a new home.
Exactly.
So they were looking to us for support. How do I keep my parents safe? How do I get them into a home quickly? So this is a custom curve can be completed and installed within 6 weeks. Wow. A straight can be installed the next day. We've really helped a lot of families so they don't have to worry about their parents.
I'm sure. And you were also saying this is for everybody. Some people just have temporary injuries. And so it's from young to old.
That's right. So basically anyone with limited mobility. We've seen, middle-aged men trip and fall on the ice and they needed surgery. That's right. So for a month, they need a stair lift in their home to recover from the injury. Or if you have a hip replacement, a knee replacement, yes, you need a rental in your home for a short period of time. We have children who are born with mobility limitations. This helps the parents, right? So again, it helps family members avoid injuries so you don't have to carry your loved ones up and down the stairs, injuring both yourself and your loved one.
Well, thanks, Allison. Really good point. I honestly would have thought, I never realized they could be rented, and I never realized they could be temporary too. So, I learn something every day.
That's right.
All right, we're going to come back here and we'll show you more and maybe help you stay in your home a little bit longer. Good morning. We're back here at Home Stairlift in Woodbridge, and I'm here with Mo, and he's demonstrating a straight stairlift. So tell me a little bit about this one. This one's pretty straightforward to install.
Yeah, sure. So this would be one of our more popular stairlifts that we have, and it would be for the straight staircases that most people have in this area. A straight stairlift, very simple to use. Take a seat in the chair at the bottom, fasten your seatbelt, press a button to go up and down. And this lift here will address most people's mobility concerns and will get them up and down the stairs safely.
And what's interesting is a lot of people, we take for granted even 4 steps like this, right?
Yes.
Walking up 4 stairs.
Right.
When we have full mobility, you just do it.
Correct.
But then all of a sudden, this home you've been living in for 30, 40 years maybe, you don't want to leave your home just because of 4 steps.
That's right.
But those 4 steps become very difficult.
Correct.
Something like this, easy to install, right?
Exactly. So it's easy to install. For something like this, if you give us a call, we do a quick assessment of your home. We can be back in your home within 2 to 3 business days.
Right.
And the installation itself is going to take between 1 to 2 hours. So it's quick and easy, and you can have your mobility back in just a couple of days.
Well, one thing I was really surprised was the price points. I always thought stairlifts would be very, very expensive.
Right.
And I know at the beginning, Gord, the founder and CEO of the company, was saying that, it's a family decision. Often the people who need it aren't the ones who decide they need it.
That's
it's the family, right?
Right.
And people think they're, super expensive, but it's not.
That's right. So that's a very common misconception with the straight stairlifts. For a straight stairlift, you can go with the pre-owned option, you can go with the new option, you can even rent it if it's not a long-term concern.
Sure.
So a pre-owned lift can start anywhere just above $2,000.
Wow.
And you can get a brand new one with a full warranty for just as little as $3,200.
Right.
That's fully installed.
Isn't that something? So that's great. So now it's a little bit more approachable for people, and if family members, need to chip in and just so that people, again, can stay in their homes a little longer.
That's right.
This is just glorious.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it's quick and easy. We don't even have to come into your home to take an assessment of your space. A quick photo of your space, we can assess it.
Yes.
And we can give you a quote immediately.
Isn't that great?
Just off pictures.
And you also give people a week trial just to kind of see if it's something that really works for them. And I'm sure most people are pretty convinced pretty quickly.
Exactly.
This is awesome.
That's right. So there's always some sort of hesitation with the stairlift. It's new to a lot of people.
Yep.
So just that 1 week trial will get you used to it and get comfortable with it. And most people after that 1 week trial, they realize, they can't live without the lift.
I can imagine. All right. We have another segment coming here in just a little bit. We'll be back at Home Stairlift in Woodbridge, and I know you guys have an open house coming up this Saturday as well if people want to come visit. We'll be back here in just a little bit. Good morning. We're back here in Woodbridge at Home Stairlift, and I'm here with Les, and he's demonstrating one of the curved stair lifts and something that can allow you to stay in your home a little bit longer. If even just you have 3 or 4 steps, right, Les? People. Yes. We were talking earlier how people take stairs for granted until you can't do them anymore.
Oh yes, for sure.
So let's talk a little bit about the whole concept of having stair lifts in homes, and you guys are a little bit different. What differentiates you from the other companies?
One of the reasons that people like Home Stairlift is that we offer them a lot of different options to choose from, both straight and curved stair lifts. We have a wide variety, as you can see in our showroom, a lot of different choices to make, because not everybody has the same mobility needs, the same medical situation, the same budget, the same stairs. So we offer a wide variety of both straight and curved stair lifts that you can choose from.
And I think some people look at their homes and they're thinking, there's no way I could fit a stair lift in my house, but you guys can assess pretty quickly, and most homes can accommodate, right?
Yes, we always do an assessment. We like to get to understand the needs of the family and what they would like to accomplish, and through that we create a solution for them.
And speaking of family, a family is often, it becomes a family decision, right?
Yes.
Because you were telling me, we've been talking about this, that often the person who needs it the most is the one who is reluctant to do it.
Yes, one of the things I find when I go into a person's home is the user of the stair lift or potential user of the stair lift is sometimes very reluctant, especially if the son or daughter or spouse has set up the appointment, much to their reluctance.
Yes.
They think that they're losing their independence.
Yeah.
Okay?
Sure.
Even though they're not.
They're actually gaining more independence.
Yes, I call it, they're really, because stair lifts represent a major concern of injuries in senior citizens in Canada.
Yes.
And stair lifts can take that away. I tell people, you're not losing your independence. You're gaining a sense of freedom to enjoy your house, your home, and all levels of it, whether it be second floor, main floor, or basement.
Yes.
You can now enjoy it. And the main thing too is, without the anxiety or fear, or the anxiety and fear of your family, son or daughter or spouse, being concerned of, are they going to make it up the stairs that night?
Absolutely.
Instead, let's take away that concern and that fear.
Right. There's a lot of falls, right, and dangerous falls that happen. Or you have, you know, the other older spouse trying to help that person up the stairs, and they can hurt themselves too, right?
Very dangerous
Right.
situations.
Now you have a open house coming up this Saturday, so people can come in and try out and have conversation.
Yes. This Saturday, August 14th, from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. We have an open house and our family assessment center here, and you're welcome. All CHCH visitors or CHCH viewers are welcome to come. There's prizes, there's treats, and best of all, you can try out all the huge variety of stair lifts that we have.
Yeah, and I think the best part too of all of this, I was so surprised, is how affordable they can be, and that you can also, you know, you can purchase and you can rent, and it can be temporary. So I think there's so much more to learn about this, right?
Yes.
Yes. Well, thank you so much, Les, for having us in.
Great. Thank you very much.
This is great. This is Home Stairlift in Woodbridge. If you're interested, we'll have more details on our website as well.